it wasn't meant for me. And the counselors really helped me a lot on that. Like when I went to go talk one on one before COVID, and they helped me realize like how Anya said, like where my strengths were and all that. And I'm actually really happy like that I chose healthcare administration because I ended up finding a job as a receptionist for a skilled nursing facility. And I got to know the administrator one on one and just kind of talking to him. And he really made me realize that this is what I want to do for the future.
Okay, thank you, Daisy. And can you choose someone else to put on the spot?
Yeah, I'll choose Jackie Beltran.
Okay, Jackie, are you with us?
Hi. Yes. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm nervous. Well, I'm from La Puente, California. I want to say it's like 30, maybe 40 minutes if there's traffic, I want to say. Um, and then I had originally, like when I was little, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a doctor. And then like when I was growing up, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be a nurse. And then I had originally gone to Rio Hondo, and then I ended up talking to one of the counselors, and they mentioned to me about this program. And then I was like, oh, wait, like I'm actually really, really interested in it. And that's how I ended up here. But yeah, so I'm excited, you know?
Super. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, you need to put somebody else on the spot now.
I'll pick Eileen Rodriguez.
Eileen, you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm from Londo, California, and I was originally a nursing major, but that didn't go as planned. So I was really sad because I didn't make it. But I was talking to my friend and I didn't know what to pick, and she was always complaining about how her job, well, she works in a clinic, and she was always talking about how she hated her job because HR department never helped her. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go into healthcare administration because I'm pretty sure other people who work in clinics get taken advantage of. So I was like, okay, I want to help them. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Okay, super. All right, popcorn it over, Eileen.
I'll pick Fernando Trujillo.
Hi, my name is Fernando, and currently I'm from Linwood, California. Originally, I was also a bio major, and frankly, it wasn't really for me after the first semester, and I just started just kind of like looking at different majors, and I came across healthcare administration. I like kind of did more research into it and like what it can lead to in the work field, and I just ended up really liking what I found out, and now I'm here.
Okay, super. And who are you going to put on the spot?
Um, Jacob Hopkins.
Hello, I'm Jacob Hopkins. I'm from Fountain Valley. And the reason I chose healthcare administration is I wanted to choose a something that could get me into a career path where I would be benefiting other people's lives. And I initially was majoring in business administration at Long Beach my first 2 years of college, and I liked it, but I had friends that were in healthcare administration, and they kind of were talking to me about the classes that they were going to be taking as upper division courses, and it sounded really interesting to me, so I wanted to switch on over.
Okay, super. Glad you did it. And who would you like to put on the spot, Jacob?
Scott Clare.
Okay. Scott, you with us?
Oh, yep. Sorry, I'm with you. I was trying to unmute my mic. Hi, guys.
That's okay.
My name is Scott. As my going on second year at Cal State Long Beach, I'm a transfer student. The reason why I became a healthcare administration major is because, oops, sorry, my baby is like dropping his toys everywhere. I was a medic in the Army, so I kind of have like experience in the medical field. So I kind of landed on healthcare administration as a major. So But I'm excited. I like statistics and management and all that kind of stuff. So I'm glad to be here.
Okay,
And
thank you for your service, Scott.
oh, you're welcome. I'm gonna pick on Jacob Galloway because I recognize his name.
I knew you were gonna do that. Hello, my name is Jacob Galloway. I'm from Lakewood, California. I picked this major because I was swindled into it by a family friend. But all things considered, I think what I really like about it is the opportunities available afterwards. You know, like sometimes, you know, if you get a history degree, you're gonna pretty much teach history or be out in the field. But with this, it's not just hospitals. I mean, there's tons of opportunities just taking a look at like the classes that we're taking. So I think that was the major draw. And I got to pull up the list because I can't.
Okay,
Let's pick on AJ Alonso.
thanks, Jacob.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is AJ. I'm from Long Beach, California, and I chose this major because, like a few other people in here, I was a bio major at first, but at SOAR, I had a chance to change it because, like, oh, I'm sorry about that. At SOAR, I changed it because, like Jacob, I got kind of convinced into it because I knew I didn't want to. I knew I didn't want to be a doctor, but I knew I wanted to go into the medical field. Just didn't know which path to take. And through like family and friends, they kind of just convinced me into it, and it's been pretty smooth since. So.
Okay, super, AJ. So who are you gonna put on the spot?
Cassidy.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Cassidy and I was born and raised in Irvine. Like many other people, this was a major I didn't originally start out with. I originally was pre-nursing. I did that for about a year and then I realized I don't know if I have what it takes to be a nurse. I don't know if you want to trust me with IVs or anything like that. And so I figured, well, if I don't belong in the clinical side, maybe I belong in the administrative side. But like Anya, I did some work as a co-health scholar for Kaiser Irvine and I loved what I'm doing. And I'm a department coordinator now, so I do both clinical and administrative work for the hospital. And I love both of them. And so hopefully I'll go back to nursing school someday and then join the team as a nursing administrator. So that's what I really love to do. And I believe, let me find someone who hasn't been called on yet. I'll go with Amanda Huang. Thank you.
Okay, Amanda, before you start, Cassidy, I just want to tell you that one of our recent graduates from the program was accepted into John Hopkins and there was two, Georgetown, I think, and one other nursing program, and went on to get, is working on her nursing degree, master's now.
Oh, that's perfect because that's a program I've been looking into because I'm in my 4th year and so I have to figure out what's next after this. So thank you for letting me know.
Sure, send me an email and I will hook you up with her. She's great.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, all right, Amanda.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm from San Gabriel, the 626 area. Before I applied for college, I was into nursing, but when I volunteered and worked at like a medical environment, I couldn't stand the looks of like open wound. It made my stomach feel sick. So I think the best way to go for me, because I was still interested in the medical field, was to go towards the administrative side. So when I was doing college apps, I saw that Long Beach offer healthcare admin, and now here I am.
Well, super, and that would certainly be a disadvantage, to be sure, in the nursing field.
Yep.
Okay, who would you like to popcorn it over to?
Christine.
Hi everyone, I'm Christine and I'm from Encino, which is about an hour away from Long Beach. So originally I was planning on doing nursing, and then I realized that I didn't really want to be on the clinical side and I wanted to work more behind the scenes rather than face-to-face patient interaction. So that's why I chose healthcare administration.
Okay, sounds good. I'm glad you found us. And who would you like to put on the spot next?
Olivia Vo.
Hi everyone, I'm Olivia. This is my third year in Long Beach. The reason why I chose healthcare administration, which is like randomly, because during COVID, and then I saw like so many things happen. So I just like want to do something to help the healthcare industry. That's it.
Super. And who would you like to put on the spot?
Emma?
Hi everyone, my name is Emma. I'm from Torrance, California. That's about 25-30 minutes from school. I originally applied to Long Beach under human development major with hopes of taking the prereqs for nursing and transferring into nursing. I did kind of struggle a little bit at first, and I did also apply to the honors program. So I did have an honors peer mentor who was a part of the healthcare administration major, and she kind of inspired me to go in that direction as opposed to nursing because the classes were just more appealing. I had somebody who's already pretty much gone through the program, so I definitely owe it to her for helping me choose my major. I'll go ahead and select Ashley Fuentes Marquez.
Okay, thank you, Ashley. Super. You want me to do it? super. Okay, do you know anyone that hasn't been called yet, or would you like me to do it? Trying. It's okay. I'll help you, John. You just talk to me and we'll find you something you'll really like to do. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've got a list here, so I'll pop on top of you then. Okay, how about Alexandra? Okay, super. How about Adrian? Okay, super. All right, how about Nathaniel? Okay, super. All right, how about Addison? Okay, super. Okay, now I'm not going to try to say this first name, but the last name is Heng. Can you tell me, can you pronounce it for me? Okay, thank you, Chan, and thank you for giving me a nickname that that I won't have trouble, that I won't butcher with this Texas accent. Okay, Channery Mayo. Okay, super. Thank you. Mai Tran. Okay. You'll find a lot of stuff out when you do your internship. You may just hone right in on what you want to do. Okay, Victoria. Okay, super. Did I miss anybody? Because that's all I have on my list. But did anybody add the class late that I didn't call your name? Okay, super. It was nice hearing a little bit about y'all. I do want to tell you that I hear how some of you stumbled into the program. Kind of feels like I need to step up my game because I am the outreach coordinator. If you were at Long Beach or really any of the community colleges and went to any of the transfer fairs, I was usually there, you know, trying to pull you off your feet over to my table to tell you all about healthcare administration. So I am glad y'all found us without, there's a couple of you that I think I reeled in, but you know, I know that sometimes you just don't know about the program, and if you don't hit the right people, you know, you just kind of have to stumble into it. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I am also the advisor for the two student organizations, which are the Student Forum and UPD. And we are fortunate enough to have two officers in here. I didn't know Tracy was in here just a few minutes ago. I didn't look ahead of time at the roles. But we have Anya and we also have Tracy. And I talked to Anya and she is going to tell y'all a little bit about the student organization. Throughout the semester, when they have activities and stuff, I will be given extra credit for you to attend. So it's really a great organization. It gives you a chance to network. It also gives you, you know, a chance to get to know some of your peers and leadership opportunities. So I want to encourage you to listen to what Anya has to say, and then both Anya and Tracy are available to y'all to answer any questions y'all might have. So Anya, I'm going to turn it over to you. You bet. And I apologize for not realizing you were in the class making the connection. So I feel real lucky. I have 3 of y'all this semester that I can get my hands on quickly. So super deal. I want to emphasize again what it is, such a great opportunity for y'all to be a part of both organizations, particularly the Student Forum, because it doesn't have the academic requirements that the UPD has, but UPD is a great program also. And our students have gone on to participate in a lot of things, even at the national level. So again, thank y'all girls for giving us the down low on it. Okay, so now we're gonna get on to a little bit more about, talk about the syllabus and any questions y'all might have. And we're going, like I said, I'll go over this today kind of in a broad sense. Then on Thursday, I'll go into more detail, and I have to see, but maybe I'll have y'all in the groups by then and give y'all an opportunity to just kind of visit and get to know each other in the groups. But I don't like to put them in too early because I'm always fearful that, you know, we're going to have drops and ads and all kinds of things that'll mess your thought patterns up. Okay, so once again, this class meets on Tuesdays and some Thursdays, and not all Tuesdays. It is 35301, Marketing for Health Services Organizations. And we're going to go into, I'm not going to go into the objectives and stuff. Y'all all know how to read, or you wouldn't be in this class. You got into Cal State Long Beach, so you know that's a really, you really need to be proud of yourself, because I know sometimes the school only accepts like 1 out of every 8 that apply. So because there's a high demand for this school, it's a great school, so feel proud of yourself for getting into this school. Anyway, we'll be talking about all areas of marketing. We'll be talking about some diversity and how important it is to be culturally aware when you're involved in marketing, as well as just involved in your everyday lives. So my office hours are, and they'll be on Zoom unless you particularly would like to meet with me in person. Then I'm happy to meet you on campus. But my office hours are Tuesdays 9:30 to 11 and 5 to 7, and most any other time, Monday through Thursday, by appointment and by Zoom, or like I said, I'll meet you if you prefer to do it in person. Let me know when you're planning on stopping by. Send me you know, a text or an email, so I'll be sure, because the computer will more than likely be close to me, but I may not be right at it. So you just need to let me know, and I'll be available for you. Everyone has my cell phone number, which is on the syllabus. It's 254-493-8666. Feel free to text me, call me, email me, whatever it needs. I don't ever want students to sit and be worried, because I know some of you worry a lot, and I don't want this class to be a source of stress for you. If you can't figure out how to do something, I'm only a phone call away. So all you have to do is let me know, but I can't help you if I don't know. And I'm here to be sure that you're successful. People don't fail my class unless they just decide they don't want to do anything at all. So I will help you out in every way that I can. Okay, again, I'm not going to read some of the stuff to you, like the description and the outcomes and all that, because all of y'all are capable of reading those. The learning objectives just basically go over what you're going to be learning in each of the chapters by module. And then we get down to the textbooks. Now, there's one textbook, and then there's the Navigate, or Navigate is what they call it, for Navigate 2. It's from Jones Bartlett. And what that is it's 4 scenarios that are actually virtual internships, and you can you watch them. And we're going to have a Jones Bartlett representative coming in a week or two, and he's going to explain to y'all how it works. It's really very easy, but you're going to watch those, and then there'll be a task that they'll assign to you, and that's what you'll be turning in for credit for having watched that. Now, as far as purchasing the book is available in hard copy, like print copy, or you can get it digitally. If you get it digitally, it's much less expensive, and you get the Navigate program included in it. If you get it from the bookstore, you get the textbook and you get the Navigate 2 scenarios. And I think it's between $60 and $70. I'm not sure how much it is this year. The textbook alone is around $90, I think. And then you have to buy the scenarios. And if you buy those separate, they're like $45. So it's much better if you get the package plan, but just be sure that you get the combination, the combo when you get it. Then the APA manual is just recommended. You don't have to purchase it. Some students like to get it. Some prefer to just go on the web. You can go into Google and you can say, let's say you want to know how to do the how to cite a book, a textbook. Then you can just type in Google book and APA citation, and it'll pop up with an example for you. And then you can just look at that example and fill in your information. Also, there's a whole section on your beach board under content for APA information, stuff that I have put together that will also help you, as well as common mistakes. And we'll go over that either today or in a few minutes, or Thursday. Okay, so as we go on down the line, the next thing that that you'll see is, it's called course assignments and grading. And if you look at that in the syllabus, it's got every assignment that you have in this class, the due date for it, how much it's worth in points, and how much of your total grade that it is. So you need to keep an eye on this. Like I said, this is a hybrid class, so you won't be meeting every time. So, you know, you won't have me saying at the beginning class, be sure you turn this in. And I do tend to chase people down because I guess I taught junior high too long. But ultimately, it's, you know, your responsibility to be sure that you watch the schedule and get the assignments turned in on time. So that as you look down it, you'll notice that you're going to have 2 group assignments, and then you've got quizzes and 4 discussion boards. I cut down the number of discussion boards this year because I decided 6 was just too many, so I cut it down to 4 to give y'all more time to zero in on some of your group projects and some of the other work in this class. Okay, I'm going to go on past that, and the next thing is the grading scale. It just shows you how many points you need to get an A through an F. Of course, we're going to know nobody's going to fall in that F range, right? So, but it lets you know what to shoot for. Then I've got a list of class dates that we'll be meeting using Zoom. Again, they're all there lined out for you, but I want those dates available. But there may be times, for instance, I have, excuse me, I'm doing a presentation in Las Vegas that falls one of those dates. So, you know, it may have to be postponed or just eliminated. But these are, I will not ever ask you to meet on any days that aren't here. So these are the days you just need to know to have open to meet at class. All right. Then there's all the typical stuff that you get in every single syllabus that has to do with university policies and, you know, classroom decorum and all of that information. Then as you get down to page 21 of the syllabus, it's a week by week schedule of what we'll be doing in this class. It tells you exactly what you need to do for that week. And as for instance, if you look at week 1, module 1, we're meeting today and we're also meeting on Thursday. And you should have reviewed the syllabus, or you should review it by Thursday. So I can answer any questions you might have. You need to review the APA. I'm going to attempt to share the screen here in a minute, and I'll show y'all exactly where that's at under content. You have to, by the 24th, which is tomorrow, you need to put an introduction on a discussion board. And in order to get full credit, you need to also put a picture of yourself on the beach board I don't know what they call it, the introduction board or the beach board information, but it's an area where you can talk about yourself and post a picture. And I'd like to see a picture of you, because at least then I'll kind of know what you look like if I see you on the street. Although I love dogs and I like seeing pictures of dogs, I prefer that you have a picture of yourself in order to get full credit for that. So as much as I do love dogs, I can tell you for sure. Okay, then by the 26th, which is Friday, you need to comment on at least 2 of your other classmates on the introduction. You know, you can say anything like, oh, I didn't know you were I'm from, you know, Timbuktu also, you know, or I kind of went through the same process of deciding on this, or wow, I love to go jogging also. You know, those kinds of things where you can kind of connect with some of your classmates. LinkedIn invitation. The LinkedIn invitation is what you're going to do is you're going to go on to LinkedIn. If you don't already have a LinkedIn profile, you need to create one. And then you're going to connect to me. Now, as you know, Linda Martinez is pretty common. So I'm going to give you a few hints to look for. I actually have my maiden name on there also, which is Linda Ruback, R-U-B-A-C. I am actually Czech. I am second generation Czech. All my grandparents came directly from Czechoslovakia. So that's one way you can find me. The other way you can find me is that I also am affiliated with Texas A&M University, and I don't know of any other Linda Martinez's that are also affiliated with Texas A&M. So you'll need to find me. You'll need to figure out how to connect to me, and that's what you do to get credit for that assignment. Your personal mission statement is due on 8/28, and there is a form online to help you do the personal mission statement. It is under forms on the content, and it's also, I think, maybe under week 1. Okay, then you need to view these videos. One of them is on how to do a personal mission statement. That'll help you also. There is one on social media, and you can see I put the time. They're very short. They're not real time consuming. And then the final one is on the Kelly McDonald video, and students really like this video. Now it says submit the question worksheet to the Dropbox. That is incorrect. I did not catch that error. I changed it this year, and I think that it's actually, well, maybe not. Let me check on that. It may actually be a quiz. Hold on 1 minute. I was thinking last semester I changed that into at the end of the semester quiz. Give me 1 second to check on that, because I don't want to give y'all misinformation. So let's see. I just can't remember. Maybe it is still there. Any questions so far while I'm taking a quick peek at this? Are we doing okay? I always feel like I'm talking to the breeze, you know, I'm not seeing faces. I hope I'm hanging on to y'all and I haven't put y'all to sleep yet. Okay. All right. You're right. And thank you very much for checking on that. And I'm looking, so I think I must have not pulled it forward. So it is the Dropbox then. Thank you. So then y'all will be doing that, and it's on a Word doc, and just fill in the Word doc and then submit it to the Dropbox. Thank you so much, Anya. Okay. All right. So let me get back over here to the syllabus, and I'm not sure why I didn't carry that forward, but for some reason I didn't. All right. Now, so that's what you've got doing. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's a lot of little pieces, but it's not big, huge pieces of anything. And then you've got your group introduction form, but that's not till week 2. So that's really all of week 1 that you've got going on. And there's not a weekly quiz, and there's not any reading. So you could start reading ahead. So if you wanted to. So I'm not going to go over every assignment this time, but I'm going to kind of pass through it and see if there's anything I think y'all might need additional information on. And what I'd like for y'all to do is look at this schedule and at the assignments and see if there's anything that doesn't make sense so I can clear it up for you next week. You know, I don't ever mind answering questions. I don't care if I get asked the same questions 25 times. I will always answer it, and I will always give you, be happy to do it. You will never receive any kind of guff from me about, oh man, I already answered that question. You know, I will always be happy to answer it for you, because even if I've answered it 25 times, if I didn't say it the way that you understood it, you know, people have different learning styles, and I will just figure out a way to say it that you will understand it. And you never have to worry about me being mad or anything like that about, like some instructors I know get annoyed. I don't ever get annoyed, you know. I want y'all to understand, and I want you to be successful. Those of you that know me can probably, you know, attest to that also. Okay, so I'm going to skip down through the schedule, the dates and stuff, and I'm going to go down to where I describe what each assignment is. And that starts on page about 27. You do receive 2 points for the Zoom classes that you come to. If you're coming after 8:15, you won't get credit because you will have missed probably some of the main stuff, unless, you know, like there's an extreme reason and you have to contact me. You know, no rules are laid in stone in my class. If you had something, you know, happen to you, like you were heading for the emergency room, or, you know, or you had a family member that was, you know, in the emergency room or sick or whatever it happens to be, I can't help you if you don't tell me. So you need to let me know what's going on, and then we'll figure something out. Okay, so again, I talked about the introduction on the beach board, and if you look on page 27, it tells you, you know, you just introduce yourself. Tell me in the class anything you'd like us to know about you, you know, something that you want to share. And again, be sure you upload a picture to the beach board profile. You have to put word counts on everything you submit. And the word count just goes right after, like, the paragraph. So let's say you do your introduction, and then at the end of the introduction, you just put word count, colon, and the number of words that you have in there. The same thing goes for the comments on the introduction. After you make your 2 comments, on each comment, you put down the word count and how many words are in there. And then I already talked about the LinkedIn assignment. Then there's a group introduction form that is on Beachboard under content. And this information is that I'm going to send out to your groups after I put you in groups, so that they'll know how to get hold of you and what are the best times. I'm kind of trying to cut down the, you know, what y'all have to do once you meet. Because if you look at it and you say, okay, everybody can meet on Sunday at 2 in the morning, you know, whatever it is. I know that sounds funny, but my student organization, they could not find a time this summer to meet, and they met at 5 a.m. one morning. So, you know, it's whatever works for the group. So that's the introduction form that you'll be doing. That is separate from the introduction that is on the discussion board. Okay, then you've got the Kelly McDonald video, and the link is here also, as well as in the schedule. And then you'll answer the questions on the worksheet. Okay, then we've got, this is just information for you on mission statements versus vision statements for you to watch. There's not an assignment directly related to it, other than for one of your projects, you have to create a mission statement and a vision statement for your business. Your personal mission statement, again, there's a worksheet online for it. I mean, under content, and you have a video to watch that will give you some ideas on what to put in it. You've got this cross-cultural competency in healthcare. And once you watch the video, then there's a quiz that you'll take, and the certificate will pop up after you take the quiz. Be sure your name is on the certificate, and that is what you're going to upload to the Dropbox is the certificate showing that you took the quiz. Now you are able to put your name actually on certificate in most of the like Firefox or most of your search engines. But if you're not able to get your name on it, then you can save it and put your name on it in, you know, one of the programs, or you can print it, put your name on it, take a picture of it with your phone, just as long as when you upload it. You've either written or typed your name onto the certificate and then upload it to the Dropbox. Okay, the APA assignment, there's videos, and I'll show you all those in a minute. And then you're going to take a quiz over the APA, and that's located also under the quiz section. Your healthcare advertisement paper. Okay, you're going to select one advertisement that you've noticed about healthcare. It can be on TV, it can be an ad, it can be a billboard, it can be on YouTube. Anywhere that you've seen, you know, a healthcare advertisement you really like. For instance, if I had to do this, I'd be looking at those crazy Geico commercials, you know, or some of those that talk about, that have ridiculous commercials that make you laugh, you know, to where the whole thing, you remember it because of the stupid commercial, you know. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a commercial or a billboard or an ad or a brochure that you picked up at a doctor's office or somewhere, and you need to have a picture of it on the page with in the document with your resource paper. If it's a YouTube, then you just put the link in there for me. And what you're going to do is talk about why or why not that ad is effective. And then you need to have resources that support what you're saying. So you're going to have at least 3 references or resources. One of those can be the ad itself. You can source it as one of your references. Remember that anytime in APA that you put something in your reference list, it needs to be cited also in the text. Now, as far as the source, you don't have to cite that in the text this time, because that's just information on where you got your information from. For instance, if you get let's say a picture of a billboard, you can take the picture with your phone. Don't have a wreck on the highway while you're trying to take the picture, but take the picture with your phone, and then you can look under the APA guidelines, and they'll tell you how to cite a poster, and you can cite that billboard like a poster or something along those lines. Then you also need 2 other things that you have learned about in your reading or something you found on the web that support what you're saying as to why that ad is effective or not effective. For instance, let me give you an example of that. Let's say that you have a billboard that is talking about only a gynecologist. Now, typically the audience that you're looking for, or let's go a little further than that. Let's go into one that only deals with pregnancy. So typically you're looking for, your typical client is going to be probably between the ages of 18 and 40, let's say. But when you have a billboard up there, you're hitting a lot of different people that are looking at that billboard that would never use your services at all, you know. So you might say, well, it would be more effective if it were targeted more at the target group. And then you can find information to back that up in your reading. So those are the kind of things, that's just kind of a broad picture of what might be something that you could talk about. Effectiveness, you might look at maybe the billboard is in all, you know, one color, and you can't really tell one word from the other, so it's not clear, you know. Then you would look for, you know, why would you do something like that that doesn't hold someone's attention? And there's all kinds of information in your textbook in different places about how to get the attention of your target group, those kinds of things. Okay, then the Navigate To, that is what I was telling you about, that are the virtual scenarios. And again, your cheapest option is if you purchase the digital book and get the combo that comes with the scenarios in it. Otherwise, it's let's say that you have someone's textbook from last year, they're letting you borrow it. You still have to buy the Navigate To, and the Navigate To standalone, I think it's around $49. So you're almost better off just going on and buying the digital version. Okay, now your first group project is social media group project, and you're going to choose a social media avenue, like Twitter or YouTube or whatever it happens to be, and you're going to do a handout. We're going to go in more detail about this on Thursday. Just be aware that that's your first group project. Then, let's see, I'm going on down the line here. Your second group project and your major one is your group is going to create a business plan where y'all are going to come up with a business, and then you're going to do a business plan and everything that goes along with it. Once you get through with this, you would be able to walk into a bank and you'd have all the information that you need to apply for a loan. And the reason I like to do this in this class is that students don't realize, everybody has, when you ask them what they want to do, oh, I want to open up my own business. Well, really, most people have no idea what it takes to open up your own business. So this gives you a little bit better idea of all the things you have to put together. It's not as easy as you might think it would be. Okay, let's see. That kind of covers it very broadly. I know I probably have just flabbergasted some of y'all, and I apologize for that, but I want to reiterate to you that this is not a stress-inducing class. You just need to talk to me. This class, students have taken this class, the reviews that I get in the past have said, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's not beyond reach. And I am always available to you. So don't look at this and think, oh my goodness, but I can tell you that this class, this is the work done in every class, whether you take it, I'm the coordinator, so everybody that teaches this class uses the same syllabus and the same information for the most part that's in this class. So, it's going to be fine. And if you let yourself, I think you're going to learn a lot. And as like I said, have a little fun along the way. Okay, do I have any questions? Anybody? Are we still all awake? Okay, it is about 10 after 9. So I'm going to let y'all go. On Thursday, we'll talk a little bit more in detail about the group projects. I'll have some examples to show you and any other questions you may have. And hopefully by then I will have my computer working as far as I don't know why that video wasn't working for me today. And you'll be watching a couple of videos and then we'll kind of, take it from there. Are we good? Everybody, thumbs up? Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all on Thursday. You bet.
Bye, thank you.
Ashley, you good? Victoria, you good? Ashley, you there?